Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Let's talk about a little bit about your geographical focus. What makes the DC-Baltimore region unique, and why do you continue to stay focused on it?
Well, the obvious answer is the federal government in DC does a lot to affect what's going on in the region. We're actually now expanding into Richmond, and we're looking in Philadelphia to acquire assets. But in DC itself, Maryland, Virginia, and DC make up the top 5 states that receive federal appropriations. So while the rest of the country was in recession and really heavily impacted by the recession, DC still had jobs to offer. So people were moving into DC. They were able to find jobs, and younger people, educated people were moving in, increasing the pool of employees. And so companies would follow, and that ultimately helps the DC area, and that's a lasting benefit that's going to be there in the future.
Well, I guess sort of following on to that, since the public sector is a major economic driver in the DC area, have recent government spending cuts or threats of cuts affected your market?
For sure. There's, with sequestration now on us, we've got, a lot of people are saying that, DC is going to be, really severely affected, and the sky is falling kind of talk. But yes, sequestration will affect DC disproportionately to the rest of the country. But now the base of the economy for DC has diversified some. So you see now VW, Hilton have moved their headquarters to the DC area. There's a lot more differentiation in the economic base of DC. Technology has become a much bigger industry than it was in the past. So we have diversified, and I think that's going to be, again, a good place for DC itself to be. As I said, we're expanding into other areas as the rest of the country starts to grow. Our strategy has been to try to follow that growth, and as the rest of the country comes out of the recession, hopefully we'll be in a good position to follow that growth. So that's what we're looking for, is the close-in suburbs and inner cities where population has been coming back and the cities have become more popular, and now it's in to be in the city. And as those people who've moved into the city now start to have families, they're going to look for where they're going to move next. And I think far out suburbs are still a long way off. But if they're going to move out to close-in suburbs, that's where the growth is going to happen. So that's what we're looking for our opportunities, is close into cities.
Wonderful. Alex, thank you very much for joining us today. Appreciate it. It's Andrew Benioff for the Llenrock blog with Alex Topchy, Chief Financial Officer of Broad Street Realty. Thank you for joining us.